Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another episode of Tavora Talks. I am your host, Cash, joined as always by my co-host and partner in cybercrime, Mr. Matt Mosley. Welcome back to another episode, Matt. How you doing? How you been? How's life?
Good, good. Life is good. Work. We've been busy, but it's been great. Yeah, forming a lot of new partnerships and a lot of work coming in. So no complaints.
Yes, exactly. No complaints. Work's been busy. The hackers have been always hacking, which is great because that keeps us employed. But yeah, typical day-to-day causes of hacks. We always know what they are. Typically, it's some kind of password breach or MFA not being turned on, right? Um,
Usually.
I guess usually. But the good news is, Matt, there's solutions to these kind of problems. For example, there's one good solution. I don't know if you've heard of it, Beyond Identity. It does multi-factor authentications. Why does it typically have to be so painful for users, right? It doesn't, fortunately, because Beyond Identity is the most secure MFA on the market and it's the easiest one to use. And on top of all that, it enables companies with the ability to completely eliminate reliance on passwords and protect against password breaches, fraud, and ransomware attacks. So, how does that sound? Sounds pretty cool.
Sounds pretty awesome.
So for those of you out there and for yourself, if you want a demo, you can get a free demo from them. You just got to go to beyondidentity.com/podcast to get the free demo. That's beyondidentity.com/podcast for the free demo. Again, beyondidentity.com/podcast for a free demo today. There we go. There it is. That's how you secure
Perfect.
your MFA. But now, with that said, on to what we want to talk about today. We have some cool stuff you brought to my attention as always, since you're always in the hacker news and seeing what's going on. I'll cover a couple of them. We want to talk about Twitter, WormGPT, and Microsoft. Always some Microsoft keys stolen somewhere. But I guess let us into it. Tell me what you want to talk about first.
Well, first, do we can we even call it Twitter at this point? Who knows
Yeah, I know.
what
What is
Musk
the
has
type?
done?
What's happening?
So
Twitter, is
Elon
it
Musk,
not?
in all
What's
his wiseness, has renamed Twitter to X, which my personal opinion makes no sense whatsoever. But nothing he
yeah,
has done at Twitter has made any sense. So I know he's richer than me, and he obviously has done better chess moves than I in life. But I think his his takeover of Twitter is pretty abysmal, pretty terrible, and this just adds to it, right? So he renamed it X, and not only are there lawsuits pending, I think from Meta and from Microsoft, just because they have the trademark on X for Xbox and for Meta.
oh, they do? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but and whether Microsoft did this on purpose or not, when the website changed its name to X, it caused a Microsoft Edge security alert because it was potentially a fraud. So it was a warning.
Really?
Yep, it was a warning to users to let them know that there may be a uh, a review of the icon update, right? And says if this web app is maybe trying to trick you into thinking it's a different app, uninstall it.
Oh, I see. That's so funny.
Yeah. So
You think they did it intentionally?
I don't. I think that the Microsoft Edge security app is designed to look for those icon changes, in case someone tries to like wrap, Trojan in something or malicious
Sure, sure.
file in a Trojan. But yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know what the logic is behind it. I think it's hilarious that Microsoft flagged on it. So we all know it's a security concern, the entire platform. So
That's so funny,
I'm
man.
not a fan of Twitter, but or X or whatever the hell you call it now. But even before Elon Musk took it over, but even more so
I
since I've been
wonder.
a Musk fan.
I mean, I like Musk for certain things, but overall, maybe, we'll not go down that conversation. But you know what's funny is it just popped in my mind on this Microsoft. does it flag its own vulnerabilities or no? Because Microsoft is just like vulnerability paradise. You know what I'm saying?
I would hope it would flag certain things. I don't know that it would flag on the most recent happening at Microsoft, but it would, I would think, flag on letting users know that there's, an update that needs to be done or whatever when 0 days are found. I would say that in the most recent one, though, the Microsoft had some keys stolen from their Microsoft Exchange online and cloud, I guess, cloud environment in general, that basically
Uh-huh.
gave attackers access to Exchange Online and Outlook.com accounts. And the key was stolen by Storm 0558, which is a group of Chinese hackers. And I would think it's more of like a nation state thing. I, as an individual consumer or even a business, I wouldn't be too concerned about it unless you have legal dealings with China, or not legal, but just dealings with China, or you are associated with our government in some way. Then you probably have something to worry
Uh-huh.
about. But yeah, this included everything from I guess the key access gave those attackers access to Outlook, SharePoint, OneDrive, Teams, as well as anything that supports Microsoft account authentication. So like
Wow.
when you go to a page and it says login with Microsoft, so pretty damaging stuff.
I wonder if Microsoft has like a team of people that just sit there and it's like, oh, another one. Now what? Now what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
there's never any winning for the Microsoft security team, I don't think,
yeah.
from
I
the
definitely
looks of
wouldn't
it.
want to be on the Microsoft incident response team. I feel like you'd just be constantly living in a world of stress and anxiety. But
Oh
those
yeah, for
guys or
sure.
that team is pretty great. The DART team. So is that the detection and response team? I think is their name.
Dart. Isn't
DART.
Dart I've been watching Stranger Things. Remember, I don't know, have you seen Stranger Things?
I watched the first season, and then my wife promised me she would watch it, and then we could move on to the second season, and that was 5 years ago. So
Oh, so you're not there, essentially. Well then, I
betrayal
guess
of
my
your
ref
partner in Netflix shows. That's what I live.
one of these days you'll get to the rest of the seasons, maybe. But yeah, that's wild.
So what
I
about,
mean,
sorry, what about Stranger Things and Dart?
I feel like I'm not, I could be mistaken, but I feel like there was like some kind of character or creature or something in that they nicknamed Dart.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's like similar sounding to Dart or Dart-esque. Who knows?
D'Artagnan, commonly referred to as Dart,
D'Artagnan.
was a creature originating from the Upside Down
Oh yeah, see, there
that
you go,
Dustin
Dart. Yep.
temporarily kept as a pet.
Yeah, yeah, see? There it is, Dart.
That's
That's so funny.
pretty cool. Yeah, I have to catch up one day.
But
One day.
one day we will get there. But what else? What else were we gonna talk about? Who's the other?
Yeah, I don't know how to segue
other...
from that into this, but I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. Here we go.
Yeah, just go with it.
So,
What do
ChatGPT,
you got?
you've played with that.
Uh-huh. Plenty. Love
It's
it.
amazing,
Hate it. Love it. Hate it.
right? Now there's AI girlfriends that you can get. I read an article the other day. Don't know how that's going
Okay.
to work. Well, I shouldn't say girlfriends, partners. For those that want to try that,
Companions.
good luck with you.
Uh-huh.
Good luck to you. But as all things happen with new technologies, the bad guys figure out a way to leverage it, right? So this new one is called WormGPT. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't. What is it? Is it just like a what it sounds like? I don't know. AI
Yeah,
worm
so it's
that
a chat GPT
generates
styled
itself?
AI, right? And it's been a lot of chatter on the cybercrime forums about it, right? Basically, a very, I mean, it's just a sophisticated, malicious version of ChatGPT. Only malicious because that's what the people that are using it are using it for, right? But it's been basically trained to um, basically trained in like malware related data. So like how to spread quickly, how what is the most effective ways of masking its activities, all that good stuff, right? And it's pretty interesting to see what's going on. So it's been used in a few different campaigns. People are talking about ways to basically jailbreak ChatGPT so that you can do these things in ChatGPT and have it, produce inappropriate content or harmful code. Basically, and we heard about this when ChatGPT first started, was that people were going to use it to generate phishing emails and stuff like that. And so yeah, that's been done. We've crossed that bridge. Cool. Right now we're getting into more like,
Yeah, yeah.
can you create a reverse shell and have it masked and have it encoded multiple times, and all this stuff. And oh, I need a shell written in Go or Rust or something, so it's very obscure or not easily detectable. And so it's pretty interesting to see kind of the links that this thing can go, and how people are starting to use it. So but it's definitely
Yeah,
available.
I mean, I feel like this whole like generative AI concept, right? The way I thought about it is imagine, you develop like a worm that or worm or malware or anything that, keeps getting blocked by whatever the sensor that's on there, whether it be CrowdStrike or Malwarebytes, etc., right? And then what if it keeps learning like how it keeps getting blocked and then eventually penetrates itself somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like if you think about AI in general is like, okay, here's a task that a human does. What general series of steps does a human take to accomplish this task? Let's program that. And then the whole generative part about it is let's learn from the mistakes and no longer go down that tree of mistakes, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, a pen tester is very similar, right? Is going down a general strategy. Did this work? No, let me try this. Keep rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then, of
Oh
course,
yeah,
the
you're
more
just throwing
advanced,
stuff at a wall hoping something sticks.
yeah, right. Eventually, that's the strategy. I mean, you definitely open up the different tool sets, tool chest, and then there's the advanced attackers that find like, chained series of vulnerabilities to make a big vulnerability work, right? But all that essentially could be taught to an I feel. So
Yeah.
the future
Well,
is scary.
I was putting together a talk, and one of the things I was going to do was like the art of war and go through the principles that are from the Sun Tzu book, Art of War, but how you would
Yeah.
leverage AI in incident response. And one of the topics from Art of War is deception. And I was like, how cool would it be to use AI to do deception? So not malicious stuff like WormGPT, but more of like a um, defense type thing, right? Because I come from the IR world. That's how my brain works.
Yeah.
uh, so I was like, what if we had AI generate? And I don't even know if this is possible or what it would look like. But one of the ideas I was tossing around, and maybe you have insights here, but generate a VM, right? Have it basically sit as a honeypot. When an attacker comes in, the AI is just kind of listening and looking at the packets, and they submit a username and password, and you're like, okay, cool, yeah, let's let them in, right? Let's just let them
Uh-huh.
in. They think they got in, right? And then you start generating like fake responses to any other network traffic that comes out, right? So if the person from that box decides to do like an nmap scan, you start responding with packets saying, "Yep, I'm here. I'm a host. This is my operating system." And then that person tries to then pivot over to that other system, and AI just spins up another VM with a similar operating system and everything that was supposed to be in that spoofed packet. And you basically just create this like fake maze of endpoints with fake data and everything, and just consume that person's time. And meanwhile, like it's just a computer running somewhere, like it's not a big deal for resources and money. And so I don't know how effective that would be, but it was just something I was playing with, and I was going to try and you know write it out, but I don't know if I will. Does that sound interesting,
Do
or
it, man.
did I lose you?
Yeah,
Did
why
it sound
not? I
like
mean,
pointless?
Build it, man. Throw it in Git and let's see, open source it and let's see how it evolves.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, what else could you do? I mean, you could have AI generate fake documents, like fake reports on the hard drive and fake files and everything. I don't know, fake username and credentials, fake desktops.
What just came to mind as you're saying fake this, fake that. What if like for attackers, you throw like, I don't know, a bunch of PDFs into like a database that they like honeypot, right? Hey,
Yeah,
you're in here, here's my data, fine. But in all of the PDFs, make those Trojans, right? So when the hacker downloads them, then it explodes on their system.
you can do that. Yeah, I don't know the specifics, but I know Endgame, that company, used to do like reverse hacks. They would hack back against the attackers
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and gain access. And I'm sure there's that stuff that happens because, like, I don't know how Microsoft and the FBI take down these servers that they take down, unless they're just requesting that ISPs take them down. I don't know, but I'm sure there's definitely some hackbacks. But yeah, you could do that. You could do canary tokens, right? Like you could put stuff hidden in the Word documents that when it opens, it pings back to you, and you can find out what their internal IP addresses are and external IP addresses and everything. One of the things that did come out of this WormGPT is a couple researchers um, took that AI model and recreated it and called it Poison GPT, and basically are using it to could use it to spread disinformation, which is kind of scary, right? Then we've got the 2020 election all over again with misinformation and who knows what else, and how much that AI could post to social media and everything. It's going to be interesting times.
It definitely will be. So let's see what the future holds. And we'll keep checking in. We'll keep bringing you all some fun things to think about, ponder over.
Oh,
Chat GPT,
upcoming episode,
every
we're still
yeah,
locking it in,
yeah.
but AI
Oh,
related.
that's right.
Sorry, AI related. We're going to be talking to someone from Hollywood who uses AI to generate voiceovers and change people's voices. And we're going to talk about the implications of that with security. So that's coming up.
That should be a good conversation. I'm gonna definitely bring this whole AI concept of the Hollywood strike recently, right?
Oh, yeah, that
See,
would be interesting to see what they
because
say.
this person that we're gonna interview, she's on one side of the fence and everybody else is on the other. So
Yeah. I wonder if that
I'm not really
topic's going to
sure.
be off limits.
I'm gonna
So
bring it
whenever we
up
have a host,
anyway.
we always talk about like things that we can talk about and things we can't talk about. And I wonder or sorry, that guest, if whenever we have a guest, we always talk about that stuff. I wonder if that's going to be the case, but.
I'm gonna talk about it anyway.
And then we also have another upcoming topic, Black Hat. So we will be in attendance.
Black Hat is
We do
there.
have one
We will be
interview
there.
with one of our partners, Linda Comerford from Amtrust. So we're going to talk about cyber
Yes.
insurance and all that good stuff. And then there may be some supporting interviews at Black Hat. We're just finding out that we may have actually got Black Hat badges, press passes. So we'll see.
They better wreck it.
We were denied before, so who knows?
Denied. Can you believe that? Like
Rejected. Story of my life.
rejected.
Anyway,
But
that's it. I'm
yeah,
done. I'm done
Black Hat's on
interrupting you.
the way. Oh, interrupt away, man. Black Hat's coming up. We have good interviews coming up. More hacker history coming up. We are at the midway mark. We're a little bit past midway of the year right now. It's almost August, and yeah, we'll just stay tuned. We'll keep bringing some fun, exciting things for everyone, and hopefully, you all enjoy every second of our outlandish, unorganized, chaotic conversations. And with that said, I don't know, and nothing else from me so far. Anything from you, Mr. Mosley, before we sign off?
No, just stay cool. It's so freaking hot.
It is. It got warm again, but it's okay. So with that said, till next time, and we'll bring you some good stuff. Make sure to check out our Black Hat episodes. If you are on the floor, please find us. We'll hook you up with some cool stuff, stickers, hats, t-shirts, etc. We'll have a bunch of that to give away. And aside from that, thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time.